The Indianapolis 500 is known worldwide.
It's a sellout crowd. It's going to be a heck of a show.
Yeah.
These bricks represent history, tradition, and most importantly, victory.
Drivers, start your engines!
But oh no, he's got a crash.
McLaughlin is done before we've even thrown the green flag.
And the green flag flies to the 109th Indianapolis 500.
3 wide, still there.
And we got a crash at the rear of the field. Marco Andretti.
Pato Award to the outside in turn number 1.
Pato passed by Sato. Takuma Sato takes the lead.
So close. Look at the chaos getting out. 3, 4, sometimes 5 wide coming down into turn 1. Alexander Rossi.
Got super loose there. Is everything good? Pit.
And now it's on fire. Now it is on fire.
Mike's on fire. Get the water on Mike.
What on earth is going on at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? So we got a spinner, Kyle Larson.
Stay low. On the bottom. There you go, my heart rate going.
It's 4 wide once again. Malukas on the inside.
Down to the bottom of the racetrack. It is Palou into the inside of Malukas.
Marcus Ericsson got ahead of Steve.
Go hard.
Oh, and he makes the move.
Palou sneaks around Marcus Ericsson.
Alex Palou, he has won the Indianapolis 500.
Yes! Oh my God! Thank you guys.
Yo, we coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts for this evening, Lindsay Zarniak and Alan Bestwick.
Oh, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration. Once again, May did not disappoint here in the Circle City. A spectacular month of racing, culminating in a thrilling 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, presented by Gamebridge.
Yeah, and we should actually mention that we did have one of the coldest Indy 500s in recent memory. Isn't that true? Yes.
Yeah.
With temps only in the mid-60s for only the second time in history and the first since 2016, we had a sellout, right? Yes. And of course, tonight is truly about celebrating these amazing drivers and, of course, their tremendous teams. So
That's
we're excited
true.
for everyone to be here this evening.
You know, a big part of this race is not only where it happens, but when it happens. Memorial Day, a time to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation. The tributes to our troops on race day. What did you think of that pace lap for America with the Black Hawk helicopters?
I mean, that took some guts,
That
right?
was awesome. We add our thanks to all the men and women who protect our freedom, and a round of applause for them, please.
And there, of course, are plenty of famous faces here in the crowd tonight. Some so famous they absolutely need no introduction at all, like the chairman of the Penske Corporation and his lovely wife, Roger and Kathy Penske. Yes, raise your hand higher, Roger.
We'd be remiss if we didn't thank Gamebridge for their support of the Indianapolis 500 and tonight's victory celebration also. So thank you, Gamebridge.
And I would also like to give a big shout out to a guy I saw cheering his booty off for the Pacers last night, only a couple hours after he won the Indianapolis 500. That, of course, is the man of the hour, Alex Palou. Is that okay to say booty? It's kind of awkward.
I think it's okay,
Sorry.
yeah. Now, a little bit of breaking news. For the 4th straight year, we're pleased to announce the largest purse in the history of the Indianapolis 500, $20,283,000. I think there are a lot of people in the room very happy to hear that. Now, earlier today, there was an announcement made by IndyCar that has affected the finishing order of the race. Let's bring out the president of IndyCar and the president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway to speak next, Doug Bowles.
Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate Alex Palou, Chip Ganassi Racing, and for their victory, the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500 presented by Cambridge. I think most of you know I don't like to be scripted, and once again tonight I'm not. So if this comes across as if I'm stumbling, it is because I'm going to try and talk to you from my heart and let you know where I think we stand today and where I think the NTT INDYCAR Series is going. We have a great opportunity from today to continue to grow the greatest racing series in the world. This particular last week, really over the last 7 days, I've had an opportunity to really get to know some of our folks a lot better. We have great teams and great people across the NTT INDYCAR Series. And unfortunately, I've had to have some difficult conversation with those great teams and those great people, including last night and this morning. Unfortunately, in post-race technical inspection, we found 3 violations that we had to make a decision on last night and this morning. And the 2nd place, 6th place, and 12th place finishers have been removed to 31st, 32nd, and 33rd. It's a really difficult moment for all of us, but this is a moment that I think we can all use to move forward, because in our most difficult times is when our true character is shown. Our true character doesn't come out when we win. It's when we're battling adversity. And I want to give you a perfect example of the true character of every single one of these drivers in this paddock, and almost everybody in terms of people in this paddock as well. I called all 3 of the drivers who were being removed to the back row tonight, and I gave them the opportunity, because they only found out a couple of hours ago that this was being changed, and I gave them the opportunity to skip this year's victory banquet. And to a man, Marcus, Kyle, and Callum all said we would not miss an opportunity to come to the victory banquet for the greatest race on earth. And that tells you the character of the drivers who are in the cars in the NTT INDYCAR Series. While I'm talking about character, I want to talk about one other person. We started the month with 34 drivers trying to make 33 spots. Jacob Abel, unfortunately, did not make the race. If you heard him on Fox, and I had an opportunity to talk to him individually a couple times, and in fact, we did a Miller event together after he did not make the show, and he said, you know what? I don't want my first Indianapolis 500 to be in on a technicality. I want to earn my way in, because that's what the Indianapolis 500 is about. Jacob Abel, you are a true man of character. Thank you so much. Here is our commitment to the NTT INDYCAR Series. And I'm not just talking for me. I'm talking for the drivers. I'm talking for the teams. I'm talking for the crew members, some of those with whom we've had very, very difficult conversations this week. As a community, we are going to get stronger. We are going to be better. And we're going to show everyone why we had 7 million viewers watch the Indy 500 this year, a record number we've had since 2008. And what's more important about that, and what people are missing, that last 15 minutes, that battle, that last 15 minutes from 4:15 to 4:30 had 8.5 million eyes on the NTT INDYCAR Series and the Indianapolis 500. I promise you, as a community of IndyCar drivers and teams, we're going to go in the right direction. And if you're on board with us, you're going to have a great ride. And if you're not on board with us, you better get going, because we're just going up. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you all later.
Thank you, Doug. Well, what this evening has always been about is recognizing the 33 drivers in the Indianapolis 500. And as Doug mentioned, to their credit, all 33 are here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, here are Callum Ilott, Kyle Kirkwood, and Marcus Ericsson.
Welcome, gentlemen. Thank you, like Doug said, for being here tonight. And Callum, I want to start with you. Obviously, being here as the 33rd place finisher is not what you expected. You, in fact, thought that you ended your day in the 12th spot. What was it like for you when you found out the news, and what was your reaction?
I was at brunch, and it was ruined. Unfortunately. No, look, we put on a great race yesterday. If only I had known, then I wouldn't have done some of those stupid 4 wide moves that I did on the restarts, and, you know, saved everyone the nerves on our team for that. Yeah, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry for almost being late. I was looking for Robert's pole money so I could pay the fine. Couldn't quite find it. He's hidden it somewhere well. So, yeah, unfortunate, but the team's done an amazing job these last 2 weeks. Prema really put on a great car. Robert being pole was amazing. 40 years, what a special occasion for him and the team. And then, yes, we battled up, did some really good pit stops, made our way up to 12th from 21st, and yeah, unfortunately, I'm here now, first, 33rd, whatever.
I do love the truth and the honesty behind this.
That's me, I'm sorry.
Kyle, a top 10 finish for you. I know you were happy about your day. Tell me your thoughts and what your reaction has been.
Yeah, I guess similar to him, I was also at lunch when the news came out. But, if I look back at this past month, we had an incredible month. I thought I had the best race car I've ever had, and everything was going accordingly, and we had a great race. We finished 6th, came across the line in 6th. So, yeah, disappointing day today, but at the same time, we'll go through the process. This team is built on sportsmanship, they're built on integrity, and we'll do everything right in the future.
Team is such a big part of this. When you get news like this, what goes on? What are the dynamics behind you and the driver and the team?
Yeah, of course we're going to look into it, and but this is obviously very fresh to us. I only found at lunch at 2 p.m. today when the news came out. So we'll look into it. We'll dig into it and do the process with IndyCar, and we'll understand where we went wrong or how to fix it.
Marcus, I think everybody can attest to the fact that seeing you with the seemingly second place finish, we could see the emotion on your face and the disappointment because of how close you were. Walk me through what you will take away from this Indy 500 and what your reactions are.
Yeah, it's been emotional 24 hours, to say the least. First yesterday, with that fight with Alex, and take the chance to congratulate Alex again on the win, and Chip and Chip Ganassi Racing and Honda. It was really fun battling it out with one of my very best friends in the paddock, so that was really cool. But yeah, it was a great month. Like Kyle said, the team has done a really good job, and we had really fast cars, and we were really solid all month. And the race was just interesting the way it worked, where we were struggling a lot in the middle, and at one point we were lost on the lead lap, and it was looking like a day to forget. And we just fought back and got ourselves back in position, and the car just came alive, and we were there fighting for the win. So yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the effort. I'm proud of the comeback. So that's what I'm bringing with me.
We know how much effort goes into this. We appreciate all of you being here tonight. Marcus Ericsson, Kyle Kirkwood, and of course, Callum Ilott. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Sunday was utter heartbreak for the 2024 pole sitter for the Indianapolis 500, with the biggest race of the year over for him before it began.
Oh no, we've got a crash. Scott McLaughlin. The one thing you don't want to do is to have your race ended before it's even begun.
It is over.
Oh no. Warming his tires, swerving just to put some temperature into the rubber, and just loses it.
Please welcome our 30th place finisher, Scott McLaughlin. Well, Scott,
can I have a better highlight package next time? But that's fine. I didn't give you much, but anyway.
Yeah, I'll just move forward from there. Thank you. Coldest day since 1992, when someone else, the pole sitter that day, had a problem on the pace laps related to what happened to you. Tell us your thoughts.
I'm not sure. I mean, you just got to get on with it. It's definitely one of the hardest days of my career. And I'm a person that takes probably, I feel bad for everyone else involved. I had a crash early in the month, and I made my guys and girls on the team work harder and build me a brand new race car that was just as fast. So I was just bummed. I said to Carly, my wife, I'd rather crashed, 70 laps in than not see the green flag, and that's the hardest thing for any racer, is just not being able to have the chance. But it doesn't take away the hard work the team did. My supporters, Pennzoil and Team Chevy, the work they've done, just really, really gutted. And we'll be stronger. The best thing about IndyCar, we get to race this week. It's probably the worst week for anyone except the winner. But it's going to be an amazing week at Detroit, and can't wait for Chevy, and hopefully we can bounce back really strong.
So we're preparing this show earlier today, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a tough thing for this guy to come up here on stage and talk about this. How can I finish this on an up note?
We love you, Scott.
That helps.
Yeah.
Check.
Oh, yeah.
Check behind us here.
Yeah.
I'm watching you come across the stage for driver introductions, and I thought, okay, that's how you make this man smile at the end of a tough week.
Yeah, look, yep, that's my world right there. Didn't matter. As soon as I got back to the bus, my daughter was actually sleeping, so but my wife was there, and that's all you need, right? But I just want to, I know I've probably got time, and you'll probably get the music going here in a minute, but Alex, congratulations. You are the best race driver I've ever competed against, and you deserve this more than anyone. Chip, everyone, and then Roger, Kathy, congratulations on an amazing 500. That's the best event I've ever been a part of. I'm just ashamed that I couldn't be a part of it more, but yep, that's my world, and we'll go home tonight, and then I'll come back racing next week, and we'll have another crack.
Go get him in Detroit.
Thank you.
Scott McLaughlin. He has one of the most iconic family names in all of racing, our 29th place finisher. Please welcome Marco Andretti. So Marco, 13 drivers in the history of this race, 109 years, have had 20 starts in the Indianapolis 500. You achieved that yesterday. We'll get to the other part in a minute, but perspective, 20 starts in the 500.
That's just a participation award, man. But no, I mean, I almost didn't make it. So, this place is, it can catch you out for sure. Yeah.
So I was amused on social media seeing you talk about your Indianapolis .5. Tough day. You got caught in a bad spot.
I did, yeah. I mean, it's just, that's where you have to make positions, right? I mean, the only thing I could have done different is not try to pass them, and you don't get rewarded for that either. So yeah, it was a tough one. I think when Ryan popped, I was kind of doing the same, and we just kind of got shoved up and ran out of room. And I almost saved it, but yeah, no cigar.
A lot goes into getting ready for the Indianapolis 500. Got some people you want to give a tip to?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Mapei for the support, Gainbridge for your contribution across all motorsports. Alex, I think we're witnessing greatness, man. It's unbelievable. Chip, congratulations. Yeah, I don't want to go out like that. It'd be nice to give it another crack for sure.
I was going to say, 21's coming, right? We're hopeful.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal. Yeah.
All right, good. Marco, thanks for doing this.
All right, thank you.
Marco Andretti. And we have more of your favorite drivers still to come. Don't go away. We're just getting started.
And welcome back to the 2025 Indy 500 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. Please welcome everybody, your 28th place finisher, 2016 Indy 500 winner, Alexander Rossi, and Rinus VeeKay, who finished 27th. I love the conversations we have in the back because I now know a lot of really interesting things to ask you, but I do want to begin with the race because both of you had your days ended on pit lane. Alex, I think a lot of people out there want to know what led up to the fire in your car.
Yeah, I mean, it was just one of those things where there was just an attachment that wasn't quite right, and the important thing is everyone came out okay, and obviously it was a scary moment for Mike Miller, and he's someone I worked with at Andretti, and it's someone that Rinus knows quite well as well, and he's a pretty popular face in the paddock, so thankfully...
He actually was Rinus's...
Yeah, no, it's pretty ironic we're up here together.
But that's how we based it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But no, it was sad that ultimately isn't what ended our day. Our day was kind of over already coming into pit lane with a gearbox issue. But yeah, never want to see it happen. The one thing I was thinking about was just look better than Ryan getting out of a car on fire. Just like do it better than him. I don't know where he is, but.
You think you pulled it off?
Probably not.
Rinus, it's never good when you hear no brakes over the radio, right? Walk me through what was going on in your situation.
Yeah, I came into the pit lane. We had a really good race going on. Of course, starting 31st wasn't ideal, but we moved forward on really good strategy. We were 6th at the moment, pitting on, in the end, the same strategy Ryan Hunter-Reay was on, which probably was the best one. Then I came into pit lane and, well, there was an issue with the brakes, which put all the brake bias on the rear tires. So I really had no brakes. Just everything was on the rear, so it came around pretty aggressively. I was doing probably 60 or 70 mile an hour too quick anyway. So that sucked. I was going backwards and kind of spun into my pit box, and yeah, that was it.
How do you control the level of frustration when those things are happening in a moment like that?
It just really sucks because it's the biggest race of the year, and we were doing really well. And it's one of those races where even if you don't do anything and you stay in the race, you're gonna have a great finish. I wasn't trying to take any risk; it just happened, right? So, yeah, I feel really bad, of course, for all of Dalecoin Racing, but I couldn't have done anything about it, and it just, yeah, it would have been a great finish to our month of May, which has been really good already.
Mm-hmm. And you, this is a month of May with a milestone for you. You want to share your news?
Yeah, all of it's kind of irrelevant because Kelly, my wife, and I had our son on May 7th.
Kelly.
So.
Yes!
Pretty amazing. Terrible timing on our part, but that's okay. At least I'm home. But no, it was everything and more that people said it would be. So I feel.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, everyone says it's like life-changing, and obviously that makes sense. But then when you realize your decisions directly impact someone else,
yes.
and you have a bigger purpose to live for, it's pretty amazing. So incredibly thankful for her and her mom and her sister who carried most of the weight this month. So.
Amazing, and congratulations to
Thank
both
you.
of you, and to baby Ben, who is upstairs.
He is upstairs,
yes,
yeah.
and Renus, the dogs. You know, I know you were talking backstage about the update of your dogs. I'm not being disrespectful. He brought this up, so you.
Yeah,
want to
I always talk about dogs. They're really nice. They total up to 15 pounds on total. But,
his
yeah.
Chihuahua and his Pomeranian. What is it?
It's a Porky.
A Porky.
Pomeranian Yorkie. Yeah, it's we call him Terror because he's a terror terrier. Yeah.
I love it. Anyway, all right.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Renus BK and Alexander Rossi. I'm sorry.
Well, every year when the dust settles after qualifying, one driver has earned the coveted pole position for the Indianapolis 500, and this time, for the first time in over 40 years, that driver was a rookie.
This one right here is for the bosses, winning everything and never seeing no losses.
For Robert Schwartzman, the rookie at the Indianapolis 500, down to the yard of bricks and over the line.
If you think you can do it on the level that you do it, I'm gonna tell you that you already lost us.
It's P1! Robert Schwartzman, the rookie, to lead the 109th Indianapolis 500. Sensational start for the rookie. Schwartzman will lead the field from the pole.
I don't follow the leader. Instead, the leaders, they follow me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 26th place finisher and the 2025 Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year, Robert Schwartzman. Now, for those of you who don't know, he's got his own walk-up music.
I didn't know you're gonna put it.
That's supposed to be part of the surprise. This is the artist Schwartzy with his own recording efforts. And how long ago did this come out? What'd you do with this?
Well, it was actually quite a long time ago. I think it was like 4 years ago. Yeah, I had a bit of difficult period in my life where my dad passed away, and I don't know, I had a friend who was doing professionally in music industry, and he was like, you want to come up, maybe create something? I was like, yeah, why not? And you know, from there it just started. I tried. I actually felt really nice. You know, it's a bit like working with the engineers. You can, you know, play with different tools and tune the music, and I was like, it felt really great. And yeah, that's where the song came out.
So this is the Ray Haroon Award as the Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year. This is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How would you describe your experience first time around at the Indianapolis 500?
Well, I think it was unbelievable, the first laps, to cooperate, the speed. You know, I'm coming from Europe, so we don't have ovals, and we don't bring the cars so fast. And yeah, when I did my first lap, I was like, this is really fast. And you know, you have to keep it flat. You know, initially I was like, where do I brake? Where is the braking point here? And there was none. So I was like, okay, well, I think I have to stick to the throttle. And yeah, you know, lap by lap, I was just progressing, getting a bit more comfortable with the car, getting also some lines, you know, variations, and try to understand what is the fast one. And with just consistency, with just taking step by step without rushing things, we managed to achieve a very great moment, taking pole position here. It felt amazing, honestly. Obviously in the race happened an issue. Luckily, all the guys are safe. That was the most important thing. I got very scared that at the moment we lost rear brakes, and there I was just passenger. I locked both front wheels, and honestly felt scary. Like at some point when I saw the guys on my left side pod, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? But luckily everybody's all right. It's safe. The experience here in Indy is it's amazing. Honestly, it's the craziest race I've had. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to finish it, but the overall, let's say 2 weeks of working hard, getting used to the speed, it's been amazing. And also the fans.
I was going to say, you certainly earned a lot of fans in the United States from your performance here, and congratulations on that. Our Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year, Robert Schwartzman. Thank you. A lot of drivers still to come. We're just getting going on the 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration. We're back after this.
The 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration is brought to you by Gainbridge.
And welcome back to Indianapolis, everybody. I am joined now by our 25th place finisher, Kyffin Simpson. Kyffin, thank you for being up here. You were one of the two 20-year-olds in this year's race. I know it was your second month of May here. What was the biggest difference for you between last year, your rookie experience, and this time around?
Yeah, it was very different for me. I came into it feeling a lot more comfortable, having experienced it once before. So I think having that experience under my belt really helped me get up to speed quicker and try to push the car to find what it needed. And I think going into the race, we felt a lot more comfortable with what we needed from the car.
In what ways would you say? What's an example of something that you felt a lot more comfortable with?
Yeah, I felt a lot more comfortable with just trying to figure out how to make my way through traffic and what I needed from the car to do that, so I could communicate with my engineers better and try to make the car better. Obviously, we had a little bit of a setback on Friday or Fast Friday, but yeah, I think we did a great job all through after that, and yeah, I was super happy with where we were going into the race.
You've got a pretty good set of teammates to rely on. What has that been like for you?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, obviously, Alex won the race, so first of all, congrats to Alex and Chip. But yeah, getting to learn from that guy has been a huge help for me everywhere I've gone. And yeah, I just always find myself looking to him for where to be, kind of where I need to be and where the benchmark is. And great to have that bar set so high.
Awesome. Kyffin Simpson, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you, Kyffin.
Okay, Linz, thanks. Please welcome our 24th place finisher, Kyle Larson. Thank you, sir. All right, so back for your second go at the 1,100-mile double. Let's talk about after that restart on lap 92, and you were kind of in a big jam there in turn 2.
Yeah, just a bit crazy. The restarts at Indy are wild. You'd think with stock car racing it'd be crazier because we have fenders to bounce off each other with, but in IndyCar it's nuts. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, you try to take advantage of any moment and gap you have, and unfortunately I just kind of put myself in a bad aero spot, and it bit me. So yeah, it was a bit of a bummer day all around yesterday. Wish it would have gone much better. Wish I could hit reset and start all over today, but it unfortunately isn't that way.
Yeah, things in the doubleheader, the nightcap end of the doubleheader didn't get much better for you either. Let's talk about your experience now. You've tried the double 2 years in a row. You've said already before even yesterday's race that you probably wouldn't be back to try it again as a double. Tell me your thoughts on what your experience in the Indianapolis 500 has been like.
Yeah, it's been a bit emotional, I feel like, just with weather, and then this year was pretty hectic with a lot of challenges, me crashing multiple times now. But overall, my experience was amazing, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I just really love the Speedway. I love the event. The atmosphere is incredible. What Roger and everybody, Penske have done to the facility and the series and the event is just amazing, and I love it. And I'm sure if I don't get to do it again next year, I'm gonna have massive FOMO, watching on TV. So, hopefully too someday I would love to run the Indy 500 again and just solely, focus on that and get to, soak up all the atmosphere, within just the Indy 500. So. You don't want to leave on the hook, as Marco said too. So hopefully it's in my cards again someday in the future.
Well, Kyle, I think I can speak for everybody that was in those grandstands and everybody in this room. We've loved having you as part of the Indianapolis 500, and we can't wait till the next time it happens.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Kyle Larson, everybody. Thanks, Kyle. Plenty more drivers still to come from Indianapolis as we continue with our Indianapolis 500 victory celebration.
And welcome back to the 2025 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. I'm joined now by our 23rd place finisher, Stingray Robb, who just said he had a hair panic attack on the way here. Was that okay?
Yeah, I had a hat and a helmet on all month, so I was hiding everything. But I saw it after I took everything off, like, oh, well, that's disappointing. So thank you for the compliment, though. I appreciate it.
No, it looks, well, we started this because I said it looks absolutely terrific. It's not going to budge. But I do want to talk to you about your day. I know it wasn't the finish that you wanted. Take me through what happened from your perspective.
Yeah, motorsports is tough, as we saw. I think that with the conditions being so cold, restart, cold tires, everyone's anxious, and I think we were 3 wide in the short chute there between 1 and 2, and I saw Kyle get loose, and I tried to sneak around the outside, but with that upper lane not having been swept on that yellow flag, I saw the second lane was, but I think we were just a little bit too high there, and casualties, unfortunately.
Is that a situation where you're actually learning things that can help you moving forward, or it's just frustration?
I mean, yeah, you can chalk up every failure to a learning experience, I guess. So, unfortunately, that was one I didn't want to have to learn. So, next time, I guess avoid cars that are spinning a little bit better. But what else am I supposed to do? I don't know.
You've always talked about faith being such a big part of your success, and we saw that you said in your essay for Fox that your parents sold the family grocery store so that they could help support what you wanted to do. Knowing that you have that kind of faith from them, that belief in you, what has that meant to you in your career, and how has that impacted you?
I mean, yeah, it's the same for many of us drivers, and congrats to Chip Ganassi Racing, Alex Palou. You know just as well as anyone, it takes a team. And I've been very blessed to have a great team around me and people that believe in me and my career. And that started with my parents. They were the ones that got me into this sport. They're the ones that believed in me every step of the way. And I remember working at the grocery store late at nights, throwing freight with my dad, and then hopping in the car. And he was my mechanic at all the races on the race weekends in between freight loads that were coming into the store. So wow. I feel very, very lucky and blessed to have the people I have around me and a team like JHR. Where they're dedicated to excellence, and they put a lot of hard work in this month to have a result like that, and it's unfortunate.
Did you think you'd make it here at that point when you were working at that store?
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to get the boxes onto the shelves.
Well, you've done a lot more than getting the boxes on the shelves. All right. Thank you so much, Stingray. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Alan?
Show in over 10 years. Please welcome our 22nd place finisher, the 2-time Indianapolis 500 champion, Josef Newgarden. Well, you put on a show yesterday. You started in the last row and you climbed into the top 10. You were just about to crack the top 5. Your thoughts on the effort that you and your team put in yesterday in the 500?
Yeah, I mean, I would say everyone put on a show, right? That's what the Indianapolis 500 is. It's a collection of everybody in this room. It's a collection of everybody at the track. I said last year there's no bad seat at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and I started saying there's no bad starting spot. And I felt that way. I really did. I thought we still had just as good of a shot as anybody at this race, which is what you want to believe going into it. And it was looking like a good day potentially. I think we were in a decent position. Unfortunately, we just didn't get to see the end. So, still always a privilege to be a part of it. That's what I think about when I come here. I love race day the most. That's what we strive to get to is race day and to actually go after it. So, I'm fortunate to not be there in the end, but it's a team sport, and I think if there's anything that, you know, magnifies the team effort, it's Indianapolis. And you saw that on the 2-car. You know, everything's got to go perfect. And we had a tremendous effort. It just wasn't enough this year around. So I'll be looking forward to coming back.
So crash is not a word we want to use often around the Indianapolis 500, but somebody's telling me you're crashing fan parties in the neighborhood around the Speedway the night before the race?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were out there. We were out in Speedway the night before. I wanted to see what happens the night before in Speedway.
Yeah.
So I think I was given an alter ego named Jason Newberry. That's my,
yeah.
You should look out for Jason Newberry. He's an animal at night. But people are like, what is he talking about right now? I don't know what I'm talking. I didn't expect you to bring this up. But yeah, I love the community of Indianapolis. It's what makes this race so special. That's why I keep talking about it, because there's nothing that replicates it anywhere in the world.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's, you know, it was a dream for me to go in the crowd too. I love what Indy is. You know, whether you love or you hate somebody, it's the passion of Indianapolis. It's, you know, it's the chance to watch people, you know, coming together and going for it. So I guess with that, what I would say is, congrats, Alex. You are a tremendous driver. I have a lot of respect for you, as you know, and I'm very happy for you that you got this win. We talked about this. You will see that this one is bigger. Okay, you're gonna like this one, I promise you. And you have a beautiful family. You're a great man, great racer. So always, I think it's gonna be fun to look back on this time and say that I raced against Alex Palou. It's a very, very cool deal. So congrats to you and all the men and women on your team that put your race together. It's tough to get it right, and you guys did. And I think last, I would say, you know, thank you again to all the fans that make this what it is. You know, 7 million is a big number, and as a sold-out crowd with 7 million, I mean, it's a lot to be proud of. Everybody makes it happen. So everybody at IndyCar, IMS, Roger Penske, Kathy, everybody that, you know, allows us to continue this tradition, you know, onward and upwards, like everyone's been talking about tonight. My partner Shell, I would have loved a three-peat. I'm so sorry we didn't get there, but thank you for all your support. Firestone, Team Chevy. I mean, I felt like I had everything I needed for the most part this month from Team Chevy. So, you know, tough to fall short, but so happy to be here. So thanks again to everybody.
Well said. Josef Newgarden.
Thank you, Tom.
When we come back, two more of the 8 former Indianapolis 500 champions. I saw 3 of them all talking together backstage. It got me tongue-tied. 3 champions on the way, back to back to back.
And welcome back to the 2025 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. Joining me now, the 21st place finisher with 2014 winner Ryan Hunter-Reay. Yes. It's great to have you here in the blue jacket.
I appreciate it. It's always nice being introduced that way. But yes, the blue jacket. I was kidding with my boys because I was so proud of them for finally getting into formal wear for the first time since like COVID. And you should have seen the uproar on it. Like they wanted to wear gym shorts, and it was not happening. It couldn't understand why we wouldn't be able to wear labeled Under Armour like orange shorts.
He wouldn't let you do that, boys?
They're here, and
no.
I said the best thing about winning the 500 is I don't have to think about the jacket.
You
right?
get to wear
for the victory celebration. So first one they've been to, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, I love that. What's that like for you to have them here?
Oh, it's everything. You know, that's what Indy's about. And yeah, it hit home yesterday when I came back to the bus, and everybody was, you know, tears in their eyes and everything else. And especially my youngest, who is not here right now. He's at a baseball game across the street, but broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart.
We saw you, you know, talking about the journey here. We saw you, you know, exit a car, obviously on carb day. That wasn't a favorable situation for you. Your team, though, worked together, pulled an all-nighter to build a backup car, got you in the race, obviously. Your day ended on the 171st lap. Tell me exactly what happened through your eyes.
Yeah, Alex, thank you for the mention on the exit of the car there. My left seatbelt got stuck, and I ended up, like I said on the broadcast, looking like Jim Carrey coming out of the Rhino, and it was very accurate. It was accurate, but got out of there. It was a horrible situation. You know, the team, that team especially, it's a lot of guys I've worked with in the past, like at different organizations, different teams. Super competent, very talented bunch of people, and for it to come down to that on carb day, where it burnt the car, those guys were there literally. If you count when they showed up carb day morning to when they left, it was almost it was probably 30 hours or more.
Wow.
At the track, and they put that car together so well. It blew my mind. I mean, I in any other situation, I would have not had confidence in it, but they actually put it to a T. Everything, all the settings on the car were the same as the other car, and it was a pit stop practice car just a few hours before.
It's a testament to that teamwork,
For
right?
sure.
In your love letter, yes, you can clap. I love this. I wanted to ask you about it. In your love letter to the Brickyard for Fox, you said, and I'm going to quote you, "Indy sets the threshold for pain and happiness and everything in between." Can you talk a little bit more just about what that means?
Yeah, it's 17 years here. I was talking to Tony Kanaan and Dario today about it, and we were going through, the big ones that the really close ones that you think you should have won, because every driver in here probably has one of those stories. Those are the ones that you think of the most, and they eat at you, and that's what keeps you coming back, and that's what keeps that fire. And that's what happened here. I mean, everything, the stars aligned, everything was coming together, and we just had a fuel calculation error and got it wrong by about 1/8 of a mile.
A great champion, everybody. Ryan Hunter-Reay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I'm proud of your boys. I'm proud of them.
Thank you so much. And but I didn't get to say congratulations to Alex, Chip, Barry, the entire Chip Ganassi team. What you guys are doing is absolutely unreal. And congrats to DHL as well. Obviously have a long relationship with them. So congrats on their second Indy 500 win, but no one more deserving. Congrats.
All right, now it's my turn with the past champion. Please welcome the 2008 Indianapolis 500 winner, our 20th place finisher this year, Scott Dixon. So, is it too soon to say you had a bad break yesterday?
No, man, we were on fire. We were on fire. we were getting after it. All seriousness, pretty sad to kind of end the day so early and try and the team worked so hard to get us going and try everything that we could. But when you start losing 2 or 3 or 4 laps at the Indy 500 and how competitive the field is now, you're pretty much cut out of it. So did a lot of kind of reflecting, looking at the crowd while I was driving around. A little bit of time on my hands out there in the latter part of the race, but. I kept trying to watch the big screen because I knew Alex was in the fight for it. So, that was not easy to do when you're going through some of the corners. But, it was a tough day.
So no one sees from closer up the winning team than you do. Thoughts?
Impressive. As I've said, I think in many interviews, it's really cool to watch, and it's also really hard to watch. But Alex, the whole 10-car group, Chip, congrats, man, Mike, Barry, Ricky, everybody on the 8, 9, and 10, everybody at Chip Ganassi. I know how much effort and how much work goes into this race, and what we do, to get these cars prepped and everything like that. So I can't thank the team enough for everything that they've done. Obviously, the sponsors as well. PNC has been a huge, advocate of the 9-car, and obviously what we do with the community outreach programs and everything like that. DHL new to Chip Ganassi, and Alex has definitely been doing it in style. So got to thank HRC and Honda. They pushed hard this year, extremely hard, and it was impressive to watch to see what they did. Also got to thank my beautiful wife, probably the most competitive person in this room. So thank you so much for all that you do. All of us boys are pretty lucky with the support that we have. I've also got a surprise for Alex. I've brought yourself, your wife, all your family summer vacation. starts this Thursday. It's for 5 weeks, so I hope you really enjoy it. It's all included, man. Whatever you need, whatever you need.
He might still be the championship leader when he gets back.
Thank you, yeah.
My math's not that good. One thing that did come out of yesterday, Scott Dixon's name is everywhere in the IndyCar record book, and yesterday your 408th career start, which means you passed a guy named Mario Andretti for the most in IndyCar history.
Thank you.
That's quite a milestone.
Definitely a milestone, and it was so special to get a recording from Mario, and then later we got to catch up and obviously chat about different eras and things like that. And we have no better advocate for our sport. Mario, you're a legend, a great friend, and someone that I've looked up to for so many years. But Alex, congrats, man, wholeheartedly. Well done to you and your family. Congratulations to all of Chip Ganassi Racing. Congrats. Cheers.
Thank you, Scott. Scott Dixon. And more of the 2025 Victory Celebration presented by Gamebridge coming up after this.
Coming in at turn 4. And Alex Palou with the Indianapolis 500.
And welcome back to Indianapolis. I am joined now by Jack Hollywood Harvey, who came in, yeah, that's right, say it loud, say it proud, came in 19th, and Marcus Armstrong, who finished 18th. I kid, because, Jack, that was a joke. You're good.
It's a really good one. I've been getting it all month, honestly. If getting bad nicknames was a race, I'd be the Indy 500 champion.
Do you like it, or it bothers you? It's just not.
I'm leaning into it now. I get heckled with it all the time. It's better than Ryan's kids started calling me Muffin Man. So that's what I mean. It's been a great month and a bad month at the same time.
Meanwhile, Armstrong here says that his nickname is the best-looking Kiwi. Is that right?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that what you said? I didn't make that up.
So here's the difference. My nicknames have been given to me. Marcus gave himself that nickname, so,
And then you acted like I made that up. That's not true.
And he's wearing lifts.
Yeah, well, I can't help that I'm short, man. I gotta wear my lifts.
I don't even know what to say about that. All right. We're just going to talk about the race for a moment. Jack, you've been a pit reporter for Fox the first 5 races of the season. I know that's going great. What was it like for you to be back in the car and one that led laps in this race?
It was awesome, honestly. It's been a really fantastic year. My sister had a little boy, so I became an uncle for the first time. My parents and my uncle came out to the 500 the first time, getting a new opportunity with Fox, which is honestly just keeping me in this community, in this paddock, and it's one that I love so much. I'm very grateful to do my 8th Indy 500. One of the things I love the most about IndyCar racing is how close all the teams are, all the drivers are, which honestly is making what you're doing, Alex, just so beyond impressive. I actually was happy I wasn't reporting on you this weekend because I don't think I got the words to really describe what you're achieving. So congratulations to you, Chip, and the entire team, Barry, Mike. I want to say thank you to Roger and Kathy and everyone at Team Penske. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, honestly.
That's awesome. Thank you. Great job. Marcus, your run last year ended after 4 laps. I know it's been a roller coaster for you here, but what was it like a second try?
Yeah, it's been an extraordinary month. I certainly slept well last night. Didn't we, Hollywood? Oh, not together,
I
obviously.
saw.
Well, well, that came out wrong.
That came out really wrong.
I saw you at coaches at 2 in the morning.
I knew this was going to be a problem backstage. I actually was worried about keeping my job with this conversation.
In all seriousness, no, it's been a roller coaster ride. I mean, Alex, this is the first time I've seen Alex laugh in a while, but I feel like our WhatsApp chat, him and I, it's quite awkward at this point because it's just me saying, congrats, man, and him saying, thanks, Kiwi. And it's just like, it's been 5 times back and forth. So honestly, I can't overstate the effort you've done. Also, Barry, Chip, magnificent job. Mike as well. Sorry. Where's the 10-car team? Over there somewhere. I mean, it's been a phenomenal year so far for you guys. And in all seriousness, everyone asks me, what is Alex doing so well? And I honestly, firstly, if I knew, I'd be doing it. But as well, he's just driving so well. Always getting the details right. So as many hours of, if I studied at school as hard as I study your data, I would be Elon Musk, I think. So as well, working with Halio and Felix, it's been great. It's been fun working with Halio, teaching him how to use the hybrid and push buttons and stuff. That's been awesome. It's push and hold, all right? It's not just push.
When I asked him what he wanted to talk about backstage, he said, Elio's age. I said, come on, man.
No, I got to take it easy because he's coming up afterwards, and he honestly...
Yes, he will get the final
He goes hard
say.
on me, so... and he's also my boss, so I got to kind of like... Yeah, anyway.
You were way more brave backstage.
Yes.
Okay, let's end this now. We appreciate all of you. Marcus Armstrong and Jack Harvey. Congratulations, guys.
Well, his family name has been heard around this track since the early 1980s. Welcome a second-generation driver with 3 top 5 finishes of his own. Our 17th place finisher this year, Graham Rahal. So if I use the word grind to describe your month of May, would that be a good one?
Yeah, man. I think it's like every day was like Groundhog Day for me this year. It just seemed like every single time we went out, we could never quite get caught up or get ahead. But luckily, I've got 2. Well, Taku's a pro over here, so he's not one of them. But I got 2 knuckleheads as teammates that kept things fairly light and enjoyable throughout the month. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just like one of those months that, I mean, we could never get going. I got to carb day. I was so excited to do more than like 6 laps, which was the most I think we had done. And that didn't work either. So going into the race was definitely the most, by far, like the most green I ever felt going into it. And, I mean, just was like a moving chicane, I think, this month, which is disappointing. But, it started good with the Grand Prix, and I was just so hopeful for things to come. And, this place kicks you, man. It's a tough spot, and just got to keep bouncing back.
But we were talking backstage, maybe different at this point in your life than it had been some years ago, is what happens when you climb out of the race car and go back to the motorhome.
Yeah, man, it's cool because the kids are so fired up, and my 2- and 4-year-old the girls love this. Now coming to the track, all they want to do is go to my bus. They love going to the bus, and obviously Court has been our rock all month long, and it's been tough, emotionally frustrating. My 4-year-old is obsessed with Palou's daughter, Lucia, so all month, like every time Harlan would go missing, she was next door I was hoping she was going to get a setup sheet or bring something back. There was going to be something good that came out of it, but we never got any of that. But on that point, this guy right here, man, even in the Grand Prix, it was like taking a knife to a gunfight, and I knew it, and it was everything that you could do. To me, his teammate was the most perfect driver I had ever seen. Still respect Dixie, just the best. But this guy right now, and you hear it from all the other drivers, right? Everybody says the same. It is unfreaking real. What he's doing, what the team's doing, so much respect for all the guys over there. It's impressive.
Graham, your support for our troops Memorial Day weekend and year-round, we thank you for that.
Yeah, man, it's huge. I think we yesterday too with Fox. I mean, what a sweet setup, right? With with Penske Entertainment, with Doug, with everything that they did. I think the Blackhawks flying over us was the coolest part of my entire month, to be honest. But, you know, I think often, you know, most of us take for granted what goes into that, and we've been very fortunate with United Rentals and Turns for Troops to be, you know, so deeply connected with a lot of veterans, and obviously on Memorial Day, very, very powerful moment. So we're proud of that. We're going to keep raising awareness, keep trying to help give back to our vets and get them back on their feet and get them mentally, you know, even stronger and more capable. And we appreciate, I know over 1,000 names were on our car this month. We raised over $70,000 to get your name on our car. So probably a lot of you in this room. I know people from other teams supported it. So thank you guys so much for doing that.
And thank you for doing that. Graham Rahal, everybody. Thank you, Graham.
Thank you.
And more from Indianapolis after this. The JW Marriott in downtown Indianapolis, home for tonight's Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. And welcome back, everybody. And again, please welcome the president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway and IndyCar, Doug Bowles.
All right, well, I'm going to put on my Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat for a minute, if that's okay with everybody, because we had an unbelievable 109th running of the Indianapolis 500 presented by Gainbridge, and it starts with all of the fans that are here with us right now and all the fans that are watching us. Thank you, fans. You delivered us 350,000 people at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, we knew we were going to have a grandstand sellout going into this year. When we had an opportunity to announce that it was going to be there, we knew that it was going to be special. But race morning, as you're watching the place fill up, you're like, I can't believe that there's going to be somebody in every single seat at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And by the time the green flag flew, you were all there. It was unbelievable. We can't wait to do it again next year. Thank you, fans, for that. It was amazing. It is Memorial Day weekend, and I already heard the comments about the choppers that flew over. That was outstanding, but it's really important that we remember those men and women who serve. And one of my favorite parts of race day is that Memorial Day march where men and women who are currently serving and are walking up and down the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in the way that we respect them. I want to say thank you to the Indiana National Guard. Our Indiana National Guard and their members are the ones that pull all that together for us. They do an amazing job, so thank you to the Indiana National Guard for doing that. It's also important that we thank everybody in our paddock, everybody that puts on the Indianapolis 500. It takes 12,000 people to put on the Indianapolis 500. Some of those work for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway or for a team or for one of the organizations that's selling concessions or merchandise one day a year. And I tell them, those people, those 12,000 people are the real PR people for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway because they're the ones that are interacting with so many fans. We couldn't do it without them. And there's so many people that believe in the brand of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You see the wing and wheel everywhere. I love to see the tattoos. I love how much people love our brand. We're going to continue to take this launching point, and we're focused on another sellout 363 days from now when we get to the 110th running of the Indianapolis 500 presented by Gainbridge. Finally, Scott McLaughlin really brought it up. I think one of the things that's most important for us is family. And oftentimes we think about our teams and we think about our drivers and what they do on track and the travel that they do. But our sweet spot, our place where we get a lot of peace, is when we actually get back home. And I know this past week I've had some tough nights when I walked in the camper and I've looked at Beth, and just looking at her has made me feel good. And I said, please don't ask any questions. I just want to sit down next to you and know that I'm in a safe spot. There are so many families, so many family members who put up with the hours and the days and are focused on something other than family. I want to say thank you to all the families that let us who love our sport do what we do, because without those family members, we could not do it. Thank you so much for everybody that allows us to do what we love. Thank you, Beth. And speaking of family, there are moments where, as family members, even when we're on the road and traveling, we have to be a husband, or we have to be a father, or we have to be a son or a daughter and take care of other family members. And there are challenges that we have in our lives that are much more important than what we do on the track or at the track. Let's take a look at a challenge that Will and Liz Power have faced.
For as fast as Will Power races, there are still moments when time stops.
You don't have to say anything. We both knew in that moment what that meant.
To understand what it meant, know that Will and Liz Power reached that moment together. One from Australia, the other from Texas, they met and fell in love at the racetrack and have been married since 2010.
You know, they say opposites attract. I would definitely say we are a really good team unit, but we also are very different in personality.
She sort of molded me into a less obnoxious person.
It's Will Power. Will Power's going to win the 102nd running of the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
With Liz by his side, Will became an Indy 500 and two-time INDYCAR Series champion. With their son, Bo, life on and off the track appeared perfect.
We have a great home. Everything's good. We've got our baby boy, and then, yeah, there was a lot to happen after that.
In early 2023, persistent back pain for Liz gave way to a fever that spiked at 106, causing her to hallucinate and be rushed to the hospital.
I was still in so much pain, and they couldn't find where it was coming from. Oh.
Oh, baby,
Help.
it's okay.
Help me.
Okay, baby, everyone's here.
They just kept pumping her full of antibiotics, and they didn't know what was wrong.
It was a staph infection that settled in my spinal column. It was just moving up my spine rapidly.
With the infection threatening her life, doctors urged emergency surgery.
It just kind of like everything flashed before me. But it was Bo. Bo was the first thing I thought. I'm like, I can't. He needs a mommy.
You just never would have imagined what played out there. I mean, like when she almost died, two nurses told her that she actually flatlined that night.
They told me that they had lost me, and then I came back, is what they had told me, and that they were so worried about me. It hasn't been an easy comeback, for sure.
Liz's recovery would take months with multiple setbacks. On the track, for the first time since 2006, Will went a full season without a win.
What the Man, I have never seen Will Power that fired up.
Just juggling whether you should even be racing. I just cannot risk being out there with my boy and Liz sick, and what if, you know, something happens to her, something happens to me.
It was a lot on him. And looking back on that and seeing that he had to get in a race car, you know, he's really remarkable in a lot of ways, because I don't think I could have done that.
There we go.
As 2023 turned to 24, Liz kept fighting and recovering. Will kept racing. And last June, at Road America in Wisconsin, Will won for the first time in 2 years, with Liz and Bo there to see it.
It was more than just the win, was what that moment was for us. Like, okay, we're getting back. That was a special moment, and one I won't forget at all.
When you're that connected with someone, you don't have to say much. You kind of just have to look at them, and you know what that moment means. Sort of like the real beginning of true recovery, I think, for both of us.
It's taken a long, long way to get here, and I still have a little ways to go, but I'm back to my old self.
Liz is a very strong person. I'm lucky, man. Incredibly lucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liz and Will Power, if you guys could please stand. Liz, Will, You guys are a great example for our community. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, our 2018 Indianapolis 500 winner and 16th place finisher, Will Power. And I'm so proud to call Will Power a friend. Will, come on up here. Well, well, you know, as we're sitting here thanking people, and it is a huge community, it starts at home. And you've got a special relationship, and it's pretty amazing, and it just felt it was the right time to tell that story to this group of folks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Liz and I met in racing, and it is our whole life. You know, I see all these families in the bus lot with the kids, and it really is it's a big community, a strong community. I know when Liz was sick, how many people from not just IndyCar, but NASCAR and all forms of racing reached out to us. And yeah, it was just, you know, we fight hard on the track, but you know, I love everyone, you know, because you see them every week. You know, you'll do anything for anyone in your sport. So yeah, that was definitely a rough time for us. But you know, always, you know, man, you think about, you always think someone has it worse than you, always. So you got to be very grateful for the, you know, the doctors and the access we had to the medical people. So yeah, but we're good. We're Liz is way better now, and it takes a long time actually when you get one of those infections. But yeah, that was a lovely piece. First time I've seen it.
Well, it's good to see you, and I'm going to ask a question. You just say someone always has it worse than you. There were 17 that had it worse than you on Sunday. How did your day go?
Yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, it was a tough day. I was looking really good halfway through the race. You know, the restarts were pretty crazy, so it really mattered where you positioned yourself. You could get really lucky if you're in the right lane, but it was just a tough month all around for our team. You know, I think everyone, I really felt like the teammates and all, you know, the 12, the 3, and the 2 car, the whole groups, we all sort of bonded together and were really determined to have a good day. But this place just throws curveballs at you, and man, it's an epic event. You know, it's just to see full stands and the energy, everything about that place, how daunting it is, how you've got to drive the thing on a knife's edge. That's why it's just so emotional to win that thing. I really thought I'd have a good year this year, but yeah, I've had a few bad years now. But got to thank Roger and Kathy. You know, I think you've done so much for the sport. The Speedway looks the best it ever has, and to have a sellout crowd this year and 7 million people watching on Fox, you know, I can't thank you enough. You know, and for everything you've done for me. Big congrats to Alex, Chip, the whole group. Man, I've been around the sport a long time, and I don't know where they are. There you are, sorry. I've been around the sport a long time, and you know, every now and then there's someone pops up that sets a new standard, and gets everyone to have to work harder and find more, and that's you right now. And I'm an absolute student of driving, and yeah, I love racing against you, and I love studying what you do. So I hope someone's got to beat you this year. I would like to be the first. But yeah, big congrats, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 16th place finisher, and more importantly, our 2018 Indy 500 winner, Will Power.
And welcome back to Indianapolis and our victory celebration. Joining me now, the 15th place finisher, Indianapolis native Ed Carpenter. So Ed, you've run every 500 since 2004. Yesterday's race on the chaos scale, in your experience, where did it fit?
Yeah, it was a bizarre one from the get-go. Sitting, I don't know, 30 plus minutes in the car on the grid. I think all of us were wishing we could have got back out for a restroom break by the time we finally got started. But yeah, wild day, but still just a privilege to be a part of it. Such a fantastic event. Best one I've been a part of.
A lot of changes to your team over the winter, new ownership partners brought in. You had 3 very strong cars at the 500 this year. How proud of you? How proud are you of that effort?
Yeah, very, very proud. It's a really exciting time at ECR with Ted coming on and Java House and Splenda doing a lot of cool things and really determined to get better to be able to compete with these guys more consistently. But you know, on paper, it doesn't look like we had a very good day yesterday, but I think all 3 of us were very happy with our cars and, you know, given the right circumstances, as always, felt like we had something to fight with, but just too many issues, which we've got to clean that up, but we'll be back stronger.
So this is your 22nd consecutive Indianapolis 500 behind the wheel.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I realized on Saturday, Elliot and I talked about it. I've been doing the 500 for half my life now, which, you know, I guess I can just say I'm blessed to still be doing it.
So I probably shouldn't mention that one of your co-drivers, Christian Rasmussen, was 4 years old when you started racing at Indianapolis?
He pointed that out to me, yes.
I'm not surprised by that. Coming back again for more and looking for more from your team for the rest of this season. You must be proud of the way that the month of May went, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, proud and thankful for a great group of people. You know, one thing we don't really think about is, you know, we're all celebrating today, but our teams are at the shop preparing for Detroit, so, you know, happy to get going racing again and get some positive momentum.
Ed, always a pleasure. Thank you. Congratulations on another great year, and we'll see you next May. Ed Carpenter, everybody.
I can't leave without thanking my wife, too. She makes our world go round. You know, my life gets crazy with the team, and then when I'm in the car, it's even crazier. So thank you, Heather. Love you, as always.
Thank you for doing that and keep it from getting me in trouble.
Please welcome, everybody, another second-generation IndyCar driver and 14th place finisher, Colton Herta. I love the wave. So I want to start with, you know, fans obviously saw you going airborne during qualifying Saturday, and then hours later you qualify in an unproven backup car that your team cranked it out to get that thing together. And then I know that you were able to obviously finish the race, not the way you wanted, but take me through your experience.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll start with qualifying. That was, don't recommend that. Don't want to do that again. That was a big one. But, you know, for the guys, to put it into perspective, I was in the wall at 12:15, and the backup car was built and in line at Tech at 4 p.m. So, yeah, just for them, you know, I had...
What did you think about that?
I didn't know what to think, you know, but I had people coming up to me that were saying, you know, I've been a mechanic here for 30 years and never seen anything like that. So,
wow.
You know, not only that, but to have the trust that what they were doing was correct and to be able to go back out there and qualify and get it in the show on the first try was just amazing for the whole team.
Awesome. Fans also know all about the pranks that drivers pull on each other, clearly.
Not me, though, yeah.
No. This year, you pulled one, though, by not really pulling one at all. So take a look at this.
Colton.
What's up?
¿Qué pasa?
Not much. I'm just in bed, just calling to say goodnight.
Oh, well, thank you. I like it.
Yeah, no problem.
What's going on?
No, I was just thinking about you.
Oh, I hope it's not a big prank. What do you want?
Just calling to say goodnight.
What have you done to my boss?
Nothing. Just in bed, just calling to say goodnight.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, good night.
All right, night. See you later. I'm just in bed, and I was just calling to say goodnight.
Is this a joke or what's going on?
No, just calling to say goodnight.
Are you good? Did you have like a come to Jesus meeting?
So I'm just in bed. I was just calling to say goodnight.
Did you see that video too?
You're the only one that's gotten it so far. All right, well, good night.
I mean, that was genius. At what point did you realize that you could really play on their fears of a prank as a prank?
Well, I have to point out, that wasn't me. That was my girlfriend, Riley.
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, we're getting a call.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Connor's calling us.
Hold on.
Oh,
Wait.
no. This is
This
definitely
is so
not planned,
awkward.
huh?
Hello?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good?
You doing all right?
Yep.
Hey, I was just thinking about you because a lot of emotion here. And I wanted to say good job, and then I was just going to go to bed, so I wanted to say hey.
Good night.
Good.
Hey, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks, Connor. It's highly awkward. You were saying your girlfriend.
Yes, yeah. She was the genius behind it, and I was a little timid at first. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work out, but it was a hit. Yeah, just a funny little thing. I liked how everybody immediately thought of their bus and was like, oh my God, what is he doing? As if I would ever do anything to their bus. But no, I think it was a great year. Have to talk about Mr. Palou. You are a true champion, man, and you deserve all the success that you've had and will have. Esther, you too. I know you do more for the family than he does, so you're really the true champion here. To the Palou family here, to the 10-car guys, I don't know where you guys are at. Are you out here somewhere? Yeah. Great job, amazing work. Chip, Mike, Barry. You guys are the recipe right now, so we're trying to come get you guys. See you in Detroit. And good night.
Good. Just calling to say goodnight. I think you really strengthened the connection. Thank you, Colton. All right, we continue the countdown when we come back. Nobody's phone is safe, by the way, right?
The 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration is brought to you by Gainbridge.
And welcome back to J.W. Marriott in downtown Indianapolis. I'm joined on stage now by the other two rookies in this year's race, 13th place finisher Nolan Siegel and Louis Foster, who finished 12th. So Nolan, you and I were talking the other night at a fundraiser about the expectations for your first Indianapolis 500. Now the reality. How did it match up?
Some things went how I wanted them to, other things didn't,
Yeah.
I guess. Luckily, the things that didn't go my way happened just at the right time when Alex was stealing the spotlight and nobody noticed. So that was great. Thank you, Alex, and congratulations.
Yeah, so that of course opens up the question to me saying, okay, we were all watching something else. What happened?
Yeah, we had a tough last stint. The second to last stint had some issues and were really struggling, so stopped early and ended up in a big fuel save. And I was trying to kind of let people by to make it to the end of the race, and ended up getting up high in the marbles and then had some issues and spun on the last lap. So it was very bad, but luckily nobody saw it, so it never happened, right?
There you go. There you go. Louis, a lot of folks saw you because you guys were fighting with everything you had to stay there in front of the leaders on the lead lap in case you got that late caution. Tell me about your first Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, it was good. I think, me and Dev had quite a good fight there. So we were trying to stay out of the way as much as possible. We were praying for a yellow, but it never came. But no, we had a good race. I had 2 drive-throughs, which I think is close to a record. But yeah, I had fun. I enjoyed. We had a really fast car. The race car came alive, honestly. I think we would have probably had a good shot being up in the top 10 had those drive-throughs not have happened. But that's what a rookie experience is, right? So, yeah.
Now, the elder statesman of your team was up here earlier and said something about knuckleheads. I'm not the oldest on the team. I said elder statesman. I understand you're not the oldest driver on the team.
Yeah, thanks for that, Graham. Appreciate it. That's really nice of you. Graham's a good guy. No, we get along well. Obviously, all the guys at RLL, it's like one big family, and then Takuma joins us for a month and then goes back to Japan. But no, he's been great here. Obviously, everyone on the team. We've been working really hard. I think all the guys at Ray Hall Letterman Racing have been working super hard in the off-season, try and get our program working well, and I think we've shown it. We've had really strong cars, great results. But yeah, I think we'll come back fighting a lot stronger next year.
And Nolan, biggest takeaway from this 500 for you was what?
I learned so much through the race, and I feel like until you get into the race, you never really do proper long stints in traffic. And to me, going back next year, I'm just going to be so much more confident going into the race. I felt like from stint to stint, I learned and got better and chipped away at it, and we made progress through the field. And just the experience that I've gained from this year is so valuable, and I just can't wait to be back and put that to use. And I feel like it's just going to be so much easier next year. So thank you to everyone at Aero McLaren for doing such a great job this month. I feel like we really didn't make that many mistakes. It was smooth and clean, and everyone did a phenomenal job.
It was their first time. I get the feeling we'll see them around for a long time to come and have a lot of success. Louis Foster, Nolan Siegel, thanks.
Now please, everyone, welcome the 11th place finisher, Devlin DiFrancesco. I know, okay, sorry. Devlin, I want to start with talking about just your experience this time around. You missed last year's race, you came back this year, led 14 laps in the 500. That's got to feel pretty good, I would imagine, but what's your take on how things went?
I think we had a great month. You know, everyone at RLL did such an amazing job. You know, if you see the progress that this team has made, is truly outstanding and unbelievable, and I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this organization. And you know, we had a really solid month. We had really strong cars all month, and I'm already excited for next year's Indy 500.
You said that you thought you had a shot. Talk about what you were sharing.
Yeah, I really think we did. We seemed to be really strong in traffic all day. You know, the car was behaving very well. It was in a very nice window, and you know, there were some key strategy moments in the race, and you know, we'll reflect on those and we'll take the positives and keep getting you know, 1% better every week.
What would you say are the biggest positives, to your point?
You know, the general speed that we had, the confidence that I had in this car, and the chemistry that, you know, we had on the 30 group on the Dogecoin Honda was amazing. You know, Honda's done an amazing job, you know, this month to see what they've done. You know, Alex Palou, big congrats to you, and everyone there has done a good job. So I'm looking forward to getting back to it.
Tell me a little bit about that chemistry, because you were discussing that, just how special that is with that group.
You know, we have a great group of guys, you know, Ben, Ash, Tim, you know, everyone's worked so hard, and you know, we've become a quite close, tightly knit group, and you know, we keep pushing each other every week.
Love it. All right, everybody, Devlin DiFrancesco, congratulations. When we come back, 2 track favorites with more than 40 starts and a collection of baby Borgs, Elio and Takuma, when we return. Welcome back. He is one of the most beloved drivers to ever cross the yard of bricks, and the first to climb the fence every time he won. Please welcome, everyone, 13th place finisher, 4-time Indy 500 champion, Elio Castroneves.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you very much.
It is always so good to see you.
Oh my God, we're having great stories with Takuma Sato
And
back there.
And what were you talking about?
A lot of things. Wow, it was great. You know, one thing we're not talking about is dyeing our hair. That's definitely, we're not talking about that. I can't believe it. He's similar age as mine, and no gray hair. Can you believe that?
None, not one.
And I tell you one thing. This year, I was very fortunate to spend time with Ganassi camp, you know, and it was great. It was really good meetings. And then I'm looking to Dario. He had his glasses, you know. I'm like, oh, look at Dario with the glasses. Well, exactly. And then I saw Scott Dixon, and I was like, he is dyeing his hair. I guarantee he's dyeing.
I mean, it is a very vibrant,
right? I was like, why they're talking about
But I don't think
me?
he dyes his hair. I don't think.
You don't think so?
No.
And the Botox? No Botox?
No. Does he?
Oh, come on. Look at it. He looks younger
Raise
than
your
Mark
hand if you
Armstrong.
Botox
Come on,
in this
man.
room. I'm kidding.
No, all joke aside.
Everybody's
obviously.
doing it, really, honestly.
And then Alex, great job, obviously. But I think we should, why don't you guys think, we should give like the trophy, the championship trophy to Alex. We start a new championship from now on, right? Okay. It's like 2 championships on the same championship. That would be fantastic, right?
So you have like the
everything.
given one, and then.
Exactly. But anyway, congrats, man. That was absolutely incredible. Chip Ganassi, great job to all the team and class of the field. Obviously, you guys keep it going. keep it strong. And of course, I was so happy to be sharing, some of the meetings with you guys. And well done. I guess you learned, right? When I beat you in 2021.
He said it was a very expensive.
Great job,
lesson.
man. You're a good student. I like that. So, but in the end of the day,
Who's counting?
Who is counting?
Speaking of counting, I accidentally said you finished 13th, so we know that's not accurate. It's 10th.
It was 10th. Oh, you said 13?
Yeah.
Well, in the end of the day, for me, it's obviously to be here. It's incredible. I want to just say thank you to obviously Roger, Kathy, you guys, Mark Miles, Doug Bowles. Absolutely outstanding. The speedway looks incredible, right? Not only that, I heard a lot of drivers talking about the helicopters. Let me tell you, when I saw, I had no idea. When I saw the helicopters in front of it, I was speeding up just to see the bottom of the helicopter. But in the end of the day, you gotta see, the helicopter and the guy in front of me. So I have one eye up and one eye down to make sure I don't crash.
You can do that.
It was absolutely incredible. So great job.
What was that like? What was that experience?
It was incredible. I never experienced anything like that, and it was surreal. So I want to thank the fans as well, because this place is all about the fans. This is absolutely yes. You guys make this place incredible. So thank you again. Sold out crowd is absolutely incredible, and also I want to thank my team, MSR, Cliffs. Everyone is spectacular. Felix, great job on the fourth place. Marks as well, overcome those crashes and come back and stay out there. Absolutely awesome.
Mr. Four-time. When are you going to run for office?
Me?
Yeah.
No, just forget it.
No.
My English is not very good. People will not understand me when I'm talking out there, so I'll better stay where I'm at.
Kidding. Thank you so much. Elio, congratulations. All right,
Thank you.
Mr. Four-time, thank you. All right, now it is time to bring out two-time Indy 500 champion Takuma Sato, who came in ninth. Thank you. Oh, I like that song. That's a good walk-up song.
Very good song.
Espresso. You a coffee drinker?
Yes, I am.
Very good. Me too.
Didn't you watch the Hinge and myself and the Honda coffee break stuff? And a few years ago, that was fun.
I love that.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Takuma, I want to start with when you qualified second, because you had the highest starting position for a non-full-time driver in the last 2 decades, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, there was amazing effort. Obviously, needless to say, all 33 drivers and the entire team in this field, in this here Indianapolis Motor Speedway, everyone wants to go to the first. But over the course of the winter, the guys putting effort. Yeah. It's just amazing. So the car the boys built in number 75 cars I'm so proud to be able to put that car in front row. So that was amazing job from the team.
What was your perspective on how it went for you?
Well, in terms of qualifying or race?
The race.
Oh, in the race. As you saw, we read the race. So no, it was obviously a very tough situation. Now, of course, that I think first half of the race we were in control, which is very nice to be at front, because nowadays in IndyCar, so specifically you talk about the aerodynamics, it's very difficult to follow the car. Now, the condition yesterday was so cool, and everybody has got extra luxury of the downforce, and tire, obviously, fastened tires, great to have a zero degradation, so everybody's going flat out. But no, car will really work well. First, a few pit stops worked really well, and then the third one, unfortunately, I messed up. I overshoot by 6 feet, and the people thinking, wait a sec, maybe you need to hit the brake a second earlier. And then I just had second thought, that's true, but I really need to go to the details. So then I couldn't calculate, so I went to the ChatGPT, and okay, 60 miles per hour pit lane speed, I overshoot 6 feet. How early do I need to hit the brake on the mark?
Oh my God.
And they said 700ths a second. That's what I needed to hit the brake earlier. Less than 10th. That's how you stop you perfectly.
ChatGPT.
So, yeah, she said that, and so I'm going to try it. So anyway, longer story, make it short. First of all, huge congrats, Alex. Mate, man, I mean, you made it, finally, at last. I'm so happy for you. And Chip Ganassi Racing, entire organization, what an amazing, obviously I drove for them, and it's incredible team, so really happy for you. But listen, this is how we have to deal in a car, a millisec. And that's just a decision make, split second, your P1 to P17.
Yeah.
So that's, I think it's the name of the sport, and that's what I really made me smile, made me thinking that I wanted to keep coming back for the challenge because I love this sport, so thank you.
Well,
everyone.
and also we should mention, I mean, you led the most laps. Things were really lining up there for a third.
Yeah, it's all credit to the team. You name it. I mean, my team is incredible. It's one off is always difficult, but the Donny, the crew chief, who looked after my great teammate Graham so long time, and he's such an ambassador for the sport, and we got on really well. But then having a Donny from you, after years, and that was a dream. And he did a meticulous job. I know all the team does, but him, Shota, obviously Derek and Rico's and Cold. I mean, it was the dream team.
That's
so
awesome.
Huge, my deepest recognition, appreciation for the boys. Done an amazing job. So I wrecked the car at the open test. 94G, and my body weight is 60 kilo. It's become 3.5 ton, and so thanks for the IndyCar safety team, giving such a safety. I know everyone suffered this weekend, but
you have been driving with broken ribs.
Yeah, so here's another story. Yes, so I've broken the rib, and it's so painful. Have you done it before?
Had a broken rib?
Yeah, broken rib.
Knock on wood, no.
So don't do that, because loading over the bed, it's a terrible. But if you sneeze, just
yes, or if you laugh.
End of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. So I went to the IndyCar medical team, and lovely Julia, IndyCar doctor, of course, and yes, she's amazing, right? She's amazing. So she gave me a shot. Yeah, maybe
like cortisone?
Yeah, Tylenol, or whatever it is. It's something.
Yeah.
She gave me a shot, and the pain just gone.
ChatGPT that.
Yeah, it might be, yes. So okay, so give me a shot, So it literally even a race in the morning, and every single day, I went to the medical center, and she gave me a shot. But she said, according to the description, you cannot have a shot more than 5 days. Because the side effect to give you some stomach, some little thingy.
Right, and then you have another problem.
But I said, Julia, don't worry, I can eat anything. I can eat as much as the everyone is. So don't worry about my stomach, just give me a shot. And that's what she gave me. So that's why I could race. So thank you very much.
Everybody, Takuma Sato. That was amazing. Thank you, Takuma. Whew. All right, we got more from Indianapolis right after this. It is time now to present the Tony Foyt Mechanic Award to the winning crew chief, and this year, that honor goes to Ricky Davis. Come on up, Ricky. Yay, come on up, Ricky. And he's not. All right. Oh, he went the long way. Yes, so along with the honor of winning the Tony Foyt Award, we are happy to present you with this beautiful Tag Heuer watch. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, Ricky Davis, congratulations, and so well done, Ricky, and all your hard work. And welcome back to Indianapolis and the 2025 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. It is time now to bring out our 8th place finisher, Indiana's own Connor Daly.
Hi.
Connor,
Hey, hang on. We got to let Takuma cook a little bit more. He's talking about shooting up drugs and stuff. That was awesome. Man, we got to let that guy go. I've had some of that Toradol before. You can wrestle a couple bears on that stuff. Man, that was awesome. I like that.
Wow. I saw Connor backstage. He's like, I'm ready. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, here, let's mention out of the gate that with yesterday's performance, you now have 5 top 10 finishes in the last... Why'd you cringe?
Well, I mean, it's not where you want to. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, I keep leading the wrong laps, so.
I was just going to say, in the last 7 years with 4 different teams, I think anyone can say that that is not easy. So obviously, you're doing something right.
No, I appreciate it. Honestly, I do have a story that I'd like to share with all you folks, but before that, I want to thank our team, obviously the Suncoast Hollinger Racing team. It was their best finish at Indy, and they gave me literally the best car I've ever driven at this track, and it was a true joy to drive, honestly, all month. I felt so lucky, and my mechanics, our engineers, they gave us a great car all day long. I thought we had a chance to fight with Alex when I saw him in front of me, and then he hit the brakes because he didn't want to lead. I was like, this guy's smart. I knew what he was doing, but we just didn't have it at the end. Obviously, we had a couple issues, but really happy for Alex. He's obviously done a ton, actually, for me. When I got fired not too long ago, Alex actually helped me out a lot. So you deserve it, man. Yeah, I mean, as everyone said, obviously you're, literally punching everyone in the face right now. It's kind of impressive, and your team, you've done such a great job, so you deserve it, man. But I want to thank my mechanics specifically because there's been a lot of talk tonight, and I saw on the internet as well, a lot of toilet talk and maybe some using of the bathroom, and because we had to wait a long time before the race, right? Never in my life have I urinated in my race car until Sunday. I was sitting on the grid, and I was like, this is the best car I've ever been in my whole life. Like, I'm gonna have to pee in this thing. I kid you not.
Oh my God.
I legitimately urinated in my race car before the race even started.
Before the race?
Even started. People asked me, like, when did you do it? I was like, we didn't even start. We sat in there for 30 minutes.
Was it because you had to go, or was it excitement?
No, I had to go really bad. It was, I don't know if it's the diabetes or I'm just getting older, but Elio should know. He's like halfway to 100. I don't know if that happens to him a lot. But
Elio?
Man, I don't know. Maybe it is getting older, but I literally did the entire race sitting in my own pee. So that's a tough one. I felt like we're in a trust tree here. We don't have to show that on Fox. Maybe you guys can just keep that to yourselves.
They can just edit that part of live out.
Tough. So thank you, mechanics, for dealing with that. I was honest with them. I came clean.
You did, like right after you got out of the car?
Yeah, it was an embarrassing moment. I didn't think I'd have to get there. Hinchcliffe told me about that once, but anyway, now you guys all know. So you're welcome.
I mean, did it feel weird when you were driving?
Oh yeah, not good. Honestly, I tell you what, I really didn't. It's just not really what I ever expected to do with my life, and I went through this mental battle because I thought, what is underneath my seat? Like, is this gonna ruin my day? What's gonna happen? I've heard drivers tell these stories before, like they can do it, it's not bad, you just gotta go. And I've always like, nah, you sweat too much. It was cold. We weren't sweating that much. So yeah, that was rough, honestly.
All right, well, we're just gonna move on here.
Yeah,
With the 13 laps you led Sunday, you have now 82 out front, all right, which is more than two-time winner Josef Newgarden. It places you clear.
I'll trade him. You can have those 13, brother.
I mean, I was just gonna say.
No, thank you.
We're just trying to throw accolades here. No.
Honestly,
Okay.
it was a really fun race. It was for 72% of it, but shout out to the crowd. I think the crowd this whole month, incredible. I know the race was a sellout, which is the coolest thing ever, but it felt like every day was a sellout. All the practice days felt like there was more people than ever. So shout out to Roger Penske and your whole team. I mean, the event was tremendous, and shout out Fox as well. I mean, Alex Rossi actually laughed at me. I said, I think 8 million people are gonna watch, and he's like, I'll take the under. And I was like, well, guess who saw 8.4 million as a peak? Me, I did, we saw it. So shout out Fox.
Shout out. They've done a great job. You mentioned the crowds, and obviously you work those crowds at the Snake Pit. Has that become part of the routine now for you, for sure? Because is it part of the success, do you think?
Well, I haven't won yet, so maybe, maybe it's good. I've certainly enjoyed it. I love interacting with the fans out there. I love going out there. I feel like I tried to do some dancing out there this time, and I really may not have what it takes to be on like beat. I don't think I've got like
the
that.
EDM, like
No. There was a lot of. I wasn't really proud of my movements on the stage there, honestly, but it was really good energy out there, and it was such great weather, so it was cool to see everyone just having a great time at the greatest motor racing facility on the planet. So it was great.
All right. Well, great to see your success on Sunday, even though you say it's not obvious.
And shout out AM/PM and Arco fuel stations and Chevrolet. Fastest engines on the face of the planet. So thank you guys for that, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, Connor.
And I'm up here with a couple of Danish Christians. Christian Lundgaard, who finished 7th, Christian Rasmussen, who came in 6th. And I know what you're thinking. Why do we have to follow that?
Yeah. He seems to be able to put on a show every year we come here. But no, I think it's been an awesome month. I qualified 20 positions further up than I did last year, and I kind of found myself in a position that I didn't really know what to do with. And obviously, we're sat there on the grid for half an hour waiting for the rain to stop. But 2 years in a row.
Should I ask you the follow? No, never mind. Go ahead.
2 years in a row, I finished right behind this guy. And I'm kind of tired of it.
Your best ever Indianapolis 500 finish. Your best ever Indianapolis 500 finish. All 200 laps through turn 2.
Yeah, it was perfect. Not only my best Indy 500 finish, my best IndyCar finish so far. We were very happy about our Sunday. Happy to finish ahead of this guy again. No, had a great month. We had a couple bumps on the road, a couple times there in turn 2. Weren't really our friend, but got it together for the race. Had a great race car and had a good Sunday.
So circumstances places you both here in the running order back to back again. Is this a childhood theme? Did you guys compete against each other as kids in karting, or how far back does this go?
Yeah, I don't even remember when we first raced. I remember we were at a go-kart track in Denmark, and he was on a skateboard and broke his arm. He's one of the very few drivers that I know that have raced both me and my brother, who got to experience the Indianapolis 500 for his first time this year. My mom and my entire family was here this year, and next year the race will be on my mom's birthday.
Opportunity.
And Pato's grandmother, I just learned. So I think next year there will be a little bit of pressure on us from that. But it's so cool to be here, and obviously with Christian, because we grew up racing against each other in go-karts back in Denmark, and kind of followed each other in different paths. I took the European path in racing, and he took the American path. And obviously last year, Christian coming up into IndyCar, we've spent so much time outside of the track, and obviously you guys don't know this, but we live 50 yards from each other as well. So I get to see him a lot. But it's even the back of his race car.
Yeah.
This guy hit the wall 3 times on the last stint in turn 4.
Allegedly.
I have an onboard camera.
With proof.
With proof, yeah.
So
definitely once.
You got away with it, right? So tell me what it's like. I mean, I walked down the front straightaway of the Speedway on race morning, early, and I still sit there and go, how does a kid from where I come from get to be at Indianapolis?
Yeah, it's amazing, and something that you would never really dream of coming from Denmark. I don't know about Christian, but didn't really follow IndyCar growing up. So I really kind of grew my appreciation for the sport, for the Indianapolis 500 later in my life. I came over to the U.S. in 2018 and kind of learned what it was all about then. And yeah, it truly is the greatest spectacle in racing, and to be a part of it is such a privilege.
quick people you need to thank before we move forward?
Yeah, I think I would like to congratulate Alex. I feel like I've had a very good start to the season, having 3 podiums in a row, and this guy still beats us. I think across Arrow McLaren we have 6 podiums, and this guy's won 5 of them. And I think it's been said a lot tonight. This guy is the benchmark, and I think it's really incredible what you're doing. So congrats and everybody on the 10-car chip. And thank you, Roger and Kathy, for everything you guys do for this racing series and the sports. When I came to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, I guess now 5 years ago for my first race at the Indy GP, I had no idea what was coming for me. And this place really reminded me about what I fell in love with in the sport. And it's only getting better from here. So thank you.
And I hope that next year we have the both of you here on stage again because you're racing each other for the win.
Reversed order, please.
All right. Christian Rasmussen and Christian Lundgaard, everybody. When we come back, a fiercely consistent driver at the Brickyard, Santino Ferrucci, and his smile and his hair after this.
Everybody, welcome back to the 2025 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. Please, everyone, welcome 5th place driver, Santino Ferrucci. The hair, everyone comments about the hair.
Yeah, there's a lot of product in it tonight, not gonna lie. It's been a long month.
It's not gonna move, yes. How would you describe your month when you say it's been a long month?
I'm surprised it's not straight from all the stress.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a rough one. Honestly, first off, thank you to my team, Homes for Our Troops. We're trying to raise $4 million with ABC Supply. Awesome. I know that before race night, we were about 3.5. We had a good showing on race day, so hoping that kicked it over the edge, but I won't find out until later this week.
Okay.
So, but yeah, big shout out to my mechanics. I mean, they rebuilt this car. We luckily didn't hit anything, but the amount of times we rebuilt it for motors and other little things of pulling it apart, the late nights that they had, hats off to them. So big thanks.
Awesome. Incredible work by them, right? And I want to share that. First of all, I'm going to read you some numbers here, okay? 7, 4, 6, 10, 3, you know where this is going, 8, and 5. Those are all your finishes at the Indy 500. So 7 top 10s. How is it that you are so consistent in this pressure cooker of a race?
Man, I love this race. I think it's very special. I think, the words of wisdom are to finish first, you first need to finish. I will let you know when I get there. Alex has definitely figured it out. So being teammates with him, not just in IndyCar, back when he first came to the series, but even from go-karts in Europe back when we were kids, watching his career grow, it's been impressive. And, to be fighting out there with him yesterday was amazing. It's so wild to see people you grew up with all the way now to the top step. So very happy for him. Congratulations to all of Ganassi, Mike, and all of them and Chip. So it's been wonderful to watch, but damn, I want to beat him so bad. I don't know how else to put that.
Well, that's expected, right?
Yeah.
I think it's really cool, though, how you have been able to watch each other's journeys. When you think back to yourself and all the hard work that you have put in, what are you most proud of overcoming?
Man, honestly, the biggest feat in my career to date right now is probably the pole we had in Portland last year. Just because I've always struggled as qualifying as a driver, so to be out there and actually beat Alex for once, and Will of the qualifying master, just trying to learn off of them, and then this year just trying to overcome the adversity that we had this month. There's definitely some frustrating times between the GP and Indy Open practice where I'm sure a lot of people coming up to me like, you guys gonna be okay? And I was like, I'm not sure. But
really?
Yeah, come Friday, when we got to Fast Friday, suddenly we had confidence in the car. We figured out what was going on. We found pace, put it in show, and yeah, Friday, carb day, I went over, I winked at my boss, Larry, and I was like, hey man, we're good now. We're okay. I actually slept for the first time all month that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's really something that it seems like this team can build on, and you guys are obviously in the right direction. So.
Yeah, when I first came into the team in 2023, we finished third here. Just had one slip away at the end. It's this place, it's how it goes. So obviously 7 for 7 on top 10s. It's gonna come. When it comes, it'll be great. But till then, I thank my lovely wife, Renee, for putting up with me. I am an absolute basket case, and then we have 300 pounds of dogs inside 41 foot of RV. So it's it's a circus.
What kind of dogs?
I have a Great Dane, Cleo.
Yeah.
She stands about 6 foot. A yellow
Like a
lab.
horse.
Yeah. Miniature pony. I can actually ride her, which is kind of fun. So when I cook out for the team every month, I'll get on her back and she'll trot me around. It's quite a sight. A yellow lab, America's favorite. And then we rescued over Christmas and New Year's a shepherd mix, it's his first time being at a racetrack, and he's not a fan of noise.
Oh, so that adds to it, right?
That's a lot of excitement there. So.
Santino Ferrucci, everybody. Santino, thank you. You're always fun to talk to.
Thank you. I just wanted to thank you guys, thank the fans, thank you Fox for the sellout, thank you Mr. and Mrs. Penske. The place is phenomenal. I absolutely love living here for the month. It is my home away from home. So, and thank you again to my boss and his wife Kelly for everything that they've given me the last few years to be able to drive this amazing race car. So, thank you.
Thank you. All right, please welcome now our 4th place finisher, Felix Rosenquist. Great to see you. Great to see you. So Felix, I think we were talking about this, and for a guy with a Grammy-winning grunge band on your car, of course we're talking about Creed, maybe you would say you had a quiet race. From our perspective, that you did a fantastic job of avoiding all the crazy stuff that was happening out there. What was your perspective?
Yeah, we kept out of trouble. We actually were third in the beginning of the race, and then we kind of had a setback in one of the restarts. The restarts were crazy this month. It was I kept picking the wrong lane every time. I was on the outside when I needed to be on the inside, and vice versa. And then we clawed back to we're sitting in P5 in the end of the race, and I just couldn't get anything done. So it was a little too late at that point. But yeah, super proud of Meyer Shank Racing. Honda really tuned it up for this month as well. We had a shot, that's I'm always thankful when I get the shot to have the car to win. But Alex, I mean, he's on a roll. Where is he?
He's right there.
Oh, hey. We get to share the engineering room with the Ganassi guys. Congrats, Chip, Mike, Barry, the whole gang. Used to be my crew, so I know how good those guys are. They really deserve it. And yeah, Alex is just... it's kind of how everyone asks me, what is he doing? Is he braking ultra late, or is he carrying mega minimum speed? And it's just kind of hard to say. It's just really good everywhere. It's just not really anything for him to find. Hard to explain it, but yeah, super happy for you guys. You're the class act right now, so congrats.
How much confidence and maybe momentum do you think that you and your team established with this finish?
It's good. It's good. I think we're close. We need to work on some small details where, P4 is kind of it's a great finish. It's a tough race, toughest race in the world. And I've been P4 another time, and I feel like every year I'm kind of there in the end. But yeah, just a little too far back, and not much you can do at that point. Just kind of, see how close you can go for it, and without risking the car. But yeah, this year wasn't our time. I feel like hopefully get a same chance next year. I'm always thankful when I have the chance. It's rare to have here. There's a lot of good drivers, a lot of good teams. So yeah, super happy for the team.
But you have a great story about Creed being on your car, and I know actually when that band formed in '94, you were 2 years old.
That's right.
But you were a big fan of their music, isn't that right?
Marcus wasn't even. It's like a decade before he was born.
Yeah, but I mean it's.
Yeah, the whole Creed thing is incredible. We had Shinedown on our car in St. Pete, and the team was surprised that I liked them or that I even knew them. I was like, oh wow, and then we started talking about the 500, and I was like, hey, what do you think about Creed? And they're like, kind of didn't really think it was going to happen. And then Tim Meyer, the son of one of our team owners, he called me 2 weeks later. It's like, it's done, it's happening, Creed. And the best thing about the whole Creed thing is I know how much Alex Rossi loves Creed. So I was just waiting for his reaction, and it took like 1 week before he commented. And the first comment was, "I hate you." So yeah, he was very jealous, which kind of made my month.
I love it. All right, major month, fantastic finish. Thank you so much, and congrats,
Thank you.
Felix. The top 3 drivers win the 2025 Indy 500 victory celebration continues right after this.
General Motors, Jim Campbell.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Our company, between Chevrolet and Cadillac, we're involved in 8 or 9 series, on track, off-road. And what I'll tell you, the most exciting series and race is IndyCar and the Indianapolis 500. We could not be prouder to be racing here. And I will tell you that as a tribute to all 33 drivers and teams for the show you put on, to Roger and Kathy, Mark Miles, Greg Penske, Doug Bowles, the entire Penske Entertainment team, thank you for giving manufacturers like us a place to show our stuff and compete at the greatest race in the world. We absolutely love it, so thank you guys. And to Honda, congratulations, Chuck's here. I think you're representing Honda today, so congratulations to Honda. We have an incredible rivalry, and you know what? We need each other here to create that extra storyline. So thank you, Chuck. My congratulations, everybody at Honda. Let's keep this rivalry going for many years to come. Got a deal? All right, man, thank you. Also, for Alex, congratulations to you and your family. Chip Ganassi, man, another Indy 500 win, incredible. Mike Hall, congratulations. I see Barry there. You've got the entire team. Taylor's here somewhere as well, the entire 10 team. Where's the 10 team? Right over here? Congratulations to all you. Great job. And then finally, Alex, the tradition is the winner gets a replica of the pace car. This year, the 2025 ZR1, this has a 5.5 liter flat plane crank, twin turbo V8, 1,064 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, top speed 233 miles per hour. So next year, if you want to take this for qualifying, you can take it for qualifying, man. So we got the keys coming to one for you and your family. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Jim, thank you. We love the support from Chevrolet for the Indianapolis 500 and the IndyCar Series. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll see you all in Detroit next weekend.
Welcome back to the 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration presented by Gainbridge. And please welcome our third place finisher, Pato O'Ward. We're kind of getting used to seeing you up here at the narrow end of this evening, close to the front. Another great race for you yesterday, another top finish. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's I always come back here with a big smile. What an unbelievable event. Congratulations to the Penske organization for another very successful Indy 500. I mean, total sellout. That's the first one I've ever been a part of. That's been a total sellout. It was insane, really was.
So we've talked with other people about how tricky this year's race was. How was the race for you?
Yeah, it's a pretty gnarly race. Every Indy 500 everyone's been different. You know, it's always, you can't plan it. You just have to be ready for what's getting thrown at you. And yeah, we're just a little bit short there. Alex, dude, you're cooking, bro. Like, it's impressive what you are doing. And obviously, Chip Ganassi Racing, everybody on the 10 car, you guys have really raised the bar to what is the standard to a championship and just performance in every single week. And it's unbelievable what you guys are achieving. And, you know, what are you eating? What are you sleeping on?
Just trying to figure it out, like everybody else, right?
Yeah.
You came off pit road after a stop. I'm trying to remember now if it was the last or next to last stop, and you made a run. And I'm thinking, ooh, somebody to watch here.
Yeah, that last stop definitely, car came up alive a little bit more. We were making it better every single stint, but didn't quite get there. I feel like soon enough. I think we were just one stop too late. So it's been a long month. It's been a lot of hard work. I'm proud of what Arrow McLaren and Team Chevy have brought to the table for myself and my teammates. I think we had great tools to fight with, but just a little bit short. Just about every single top 5 in my Indy 500s, but the most important one. So we'll be back swinging next year.
And the fans. Every place this month, we saw those orange number 5 T-shirts. We saw you signing autographs. We saw you out there in the middle of all the fans. Your experience with the Indianapolis 500 fans.
That magic, right? That magic that everybody talks about. The winners can express it the best. But it really is unlike any other event in the world. And I feel very privileged to have been to a lot of really big events, motorsports events, even other events that are not motorsports. And just nothing is the Indy 500. Nothing comes close to the Indy 500. And it's because of all of you. I mean, I was in the COVID year. That was my first Indy 500.
Yeah.
And then just every year coming back, there's been more and more people, and just, the vibe is good. So, yeah, it's really cool.
We'll look forward to a good vibe again next year with you. Pato Award, thanks.
Thank you very much.
And now let's welcome the runner-up of the 2025 Indianapolis 500, David Malukas. My, what a year makes a difference in time. A year ago, you were watching the Indianapolis 500. Here you are now, the second-place finisher.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible what a year can do. Last year, I was able to experience the 500 as a fan for the first time in a very long time. And I actually went out in turn 1, sat in the stands, and watched that race start, and feeling the stands shake and the crowd roar. It's something that I never actually was able to hear or see being in the car. So obviously taking that into this year and knowing that that's there. I mean, it goes into, obviously, Roger and the entire Penske Corporation, what they've done to the 500. It is incredible. The facility, from going to the stands to even the bathroom. I mean, there's been a lot of talk here going to the bathroom. I was also part of that that struggle at the start. I was thinking, man, let's get this race going. But yeah, I mean, it feels so good to finally be back here after what has been a long year for me.
The struggle is real, apparently. You realizing at what point in the day, hey, I'm contending to win the Indy 500.
Yes. I mean, it kind of came, I'd say, around the 100 laps, that halfway. I mean, it really kind of seemed that it was shaping up for us, and we actually had the good opportunity there. I mean, but it kind of goes to the start of when we first unloaded. At the start of the month, the car was damn near perfect, and that comes down to the crew guys, to my engineer, James. The amount of nights that I would get texts at midnight at 1 a.m. when I'm fast asleep, of course, he would text me on different setup changes and ideas that he has. He just works 24/7, and it comes to the entire crew. I mean, these guys, they showed up on race day. Our pit stops were perfect. The strategy was there. And it really comes to being a team effort. So a big shout out to everybody involved, to Luke, Varley, my mental coach, my parents for all the support that they've given me, and my beautiful girlfriend, Camilla. The amount of nights that we've had praying and everything to get to this point, it's been incredible. And I feel like I've never actually had the opportunity, but to also thank Dr. Peck and Julia and the entire medical crew, the safety team. To get to this point from where I was last year, it would not have been possible without them. They, the talk of drugs and Toradol, I was very familiar with that. That's kind of what kept my wrists alive at the second half of that season. So big shout out to all the help to get to this point. I mean, I feel like I've aged 10 years in one.
Well, it was a pretty good aging process then, because here you are, the second place finisher in the Indianapolis 500. I know you'll be back looking for one more step up that podium next year.
Yes, I cannot wait. And of course, thank you to Clearance Technology, Brian, Mark, everybody involved. Created a lot of memories this month, and hopefully we could create a lot more. Thank you.
David Malukas, everybody. Great job, All right, when we come back, it is time to meet the winning team. That's next from Indianapolis.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2025 Indy 500 Victory Celebration, presented by Gainbridge. Coming to the stage now, President and CEO of Penske Entertainment, Mr. Mark Miles.
Thank you, Lindsay. Good evening, everybody. I love this night. I'm thinking about all of you here in the hall and the viewers at home who are fans of this sport, and this really cool opportunity to get to see these guys without the helmets, to get to see them as people, to know how bright and engaging, funny they are, the chemistry in the paddock. But I would like to say to Connor Daly, I have 4 young grandchildren at home watching this show, and you can help explain to them the anatomy of the toilet breaks in the sport. That was really terrific. Maybe too much information for them. Listen, this is a terrific evening, and I get the privilege of introducing the owner of the winning team. But first, a couple comments about May. What an amazing month. It starts with the 500 Festivals mini marathon, 14,000 people out in the streets running to and around the track and then back downtown. IU Health Foundation puts annually on their Rev event where the sexy, beautiful young people in Indianapolis come out and raise about $1 million for the IU Health Foundation. It's a wonderful event to kind of jumpstart May. And we should not forget that they opened, the completely redone IMS Museum, which is just phenomenal. The place has been slammed, but you can get in there. If you haven't seen it, I hope you will. I've taken my granddaughters to it. They loved it. We stand in the starting line exhibit and watch people cry when they go through that beginning of the race experience. It's just phenomenal, and a great tribute to the history of the sport. Yeah, then we got to the Sensio Grand Prix, and the Alex Palou show started, and did it start. Congratulations on that win as the way to start your May, in a sense. I do want to say something about the practice and carb day. I never thought I would see 70,000 people screaming for hot dogs racing on the track. I'm still trying to get my head around that, but I know everybody was having a great time, and the IMS is about fun. I also want to say a little bit more about Fox. Can't imagine a better partner, a better broadcast partner. Our fans know that they started from the very beginning working hard to help have our drivers better known, to promote the sport, to promote the Indy 500. They did an enormously great job at producing the show itself. I can't wait to see it again and again, but the actual show of the race, Will Buxton is here. Will, thanks to you and your team for doing that. They brought the engagement of Fox News, Fox and Friends, Fox Nation, Fox Deportes, all those platforms, all those audiences, and now we have the results. The Indianapolis 500 this year has the largest television audience in the last 17 years, which is the biggest television audience, I promise you, in any of motorsports in this country for this whole year when we get to the end of the year. Phenomenal result. And I want to thank Roger and Kathy and Greg and the whole family for giving all of us this opportunity. And I want to thank the teams, Honda, Chevy, Firestone, Shell, NTT, Gainbridge, all of our partners for making it possible for us to be here and do this. I want to give a huge thanks to all of our team members. People know Doug, but the hundreds of people behind him who make it all possible at INDYCAR and IMS Productions are first-rate team, and none of this would happen without them. Okay, so Alex, others will talk more about you, but I just personally want to say congratulations. It's such a joy to see what you do. I wish you would make these wins look a little harder. I'm afraid people are getting the wrong idea, but it's because of what you and the team do on the tracks, and it's going to be phenomenal to see what happens the rest of the year. But I'm really here to bring out Chip Ganassi to achieve the kind of results that Alex is able to achieve right now as a testament to the team and all the people that I'm hoping he will introduce. But it's also, it's top down. To build a high quality organization means that it starts at the top. And Chip requires excellence. He epitomizes excellence, high expectations. And at the end of the day, that's why yesterday was his 6th Indy 500 victory, and he has 141 IndyCar wins over 35 years. So congratulations. Chip, come out and say hi.
Thank you and good evening, everyone. Before I get started in my speech, as most of you know, when you win the Indianapolis 500, you get a great table at the banquet. I'm right here on the front row. But that's not the best table. The best table is straight in front of the podium. And that table is made up of the modern day IndyCar leadership. And at that one table, I don't know if any of you noticed, but you have Chevrolet, you have Honda, you have Fox Sports, you have Penske Entertainment, all brought together by Roger and Kathy. Thank you to that entire table for what you provide for all of us up here tonight. Thank you. What an incredible day yesterday was. And what an incredible team we have. Winning the Indianapolis 500 never gets old. Roger can tell you that. Each one is special. But today's was something extraordinary, yesterday's I should say, thanks to the incredible effort of everyone involved. And obviously, first and foremost, I want to thank the man of the hour here tonight, Alex Palou. Alex, you came to our team. What a great job. I can't say enough about you. Calm under pressure, relentless on the track, laser focused from the green flag to the checkered flag. Once again, you've proven why you're one of the best in the world. Thank you very much. It takes heart, it takes guts, and it takes serious talent to win this race, and you have it all, pal. Thank you. And none of this is possible without the team. And when I say the team, I mean the whole team, okay? Our crew at Chip Ganassi Racing, in the pits, in the garage, in engineering, behind the scenes. Your dedication and precision are second to none. Thank you very much, guys, and ladies and gentlemen, I should say. Every decision, every turn of the wrench, every late night, it all paid off, guys and girls. It all paid off. I would just like to give a special shout out to our other two drivers, Scott Dixon and Kiffin Simpson. Thank you too for everything you do for our team. Although you guys didn't finish where you wanted to, you were strong all month long, and thank you for everything. I also want to say thanks to Mike and Taylor, Mike O'Gara, Barry. You guys, we couldn't do it without you, obviously. Thank you so much for the hard work and dedication each and every one of you give. Of course, this business is never done without great partnerships. You can't do it without people like DHL, PNC Bank, Honda, Firestone Tires, Root Insurance, Borchetta Bourbon, Jiffy Mixes, Trent Shoring, and also OpenAI and ChatGTP. Thank you. We're not just building fast cars, we're building something bigger, and we're building it together. And to the fans, thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for all you do for our sport. Without you, we wouldn't be here. And whether you're in the stands or watching from home, That's the energy that fuels our business. You are the energy that fuels us. This win belongs to each and every one of you. So let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it tonight. Alex, we're going to enjoy you when you come up. Let's take this all in, ladies and gentlemen, the Indianapolis 500. It's the greatest thing in my life, and I hope it's in yours also. Thank you and good night.
Congratulations, Chip, to you and to your amazing team as well. When we come back, the first Spaniard to grace the Borg Warner Trophy takes the stage right after this.
Welcome back to the victory celebration. You see the crew of the number 10 car is assembled here on the stage. Now let's see what it looks like when a dominant driver captures the one crown that eluded him. From Spain, Alex Palou.
The Indy 500 is the one thing in your career that you have not yet achieved. What would it mean?
It's a 500. The only thing that matters is winning today here. So if we have that chance, count on me giving everything.
Well, a lot has happened already. I know we got a long way to go here.
Yeah, no worries. Car's good.
Palou has narrowly avoided some crazy situations today. The right decisions at the right time. Malukas, Palou on a tough fuel strategy.
That might be his last stop that stands between him and an Indianapolis 500 win.
Marcus Ericsson's got ahead of Steve. Alex Palou will catch him about the midway point of that back straightaway.
If you can get Ericsson, get him.
This is as close as he's been. He'll take a look to the inside, and Alex Palou sneaks around Marcus Ericsson.
Burn all the fuel you need.
Alex Palou is doing everything he can to hold off Marcus Ericsson.
Palou has the advantage. Caution is out. He has won the Indianapolis 500.
You just won the Indy 500, man.
Thank you, guys.
I cannot believe it. It's amazing. It's amazing to be here. It's amazing to win. Made it happen. First of all, win. What a better place.
This is the coronation for Alex Palou. That one glaring box that he needed to check was right here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Now, he is an Indianapolis 500 winner forever.
It is my honor to introduce the winner of the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500, Alex Palou. Before we hear from you, we have things to give you. There are a few things that come along with being the Indianapolis 500 champion. You will receive the checkered flag from the race, autographed by your other 32 competitors. That's cool. You have the beautiful Jostens ring. There's also a beautiful Tag Heuer watch that will come your way. And then there's this, the keys to that beautiful Chevrolet ZR1 pace car.
Thank you.
I think he's excited about that. And don't forget, of course, the blue jacket, signifying being a champion of the Indianapolis 500. Yeah, the one with all of the good stuff inside. That's on the way for you as well. And last but not least, a check for $3,833,500. Ladies and gentlemen, your Indianapolis 500 champion, Alex Palou.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. First of all, excuse me for my voice, but as you saw in the video, I was a little bit excited about what happened last night, and yeah, I just lost it right there at the track. But just wanted to say thank you for all the fans that are here tonight. Thank you for all my competitors that stayed here and the nice words that you've been telling me all night. It's truly an honor to be here tonight. I'll start again by saying that I don't have any teleprompter or stuff because I thought I was not going to be able to do the talking, so I was gonna try and avoid it, but apparently the voice keeps going. So as I was saying, I would like to thank all my team that I have behind me. They're the guys that make the cars go fast. They are all my mechanics, my engineers, and everybody that is making me look good, so good on track. So please, big applause for them. Well, we don't know where Julian is, but Julian is my engineer. Is Julian around or no? Okay, no problem. He had more important stuff to do, so it's okay. Probably preparing for Detroit, so yeah. Honestly, it's you never know if you're going to be able to win the 500 or not. It's so special to be part of it as a driver. It's so special to have chances to fight for it. And I have to say thank you to Chip, thank you to Mike, and everybody that has given me the opportunity to be part of Chip Ganassi Racing. Everybody knows what happened in the past, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the team that we have behind for just trusting on me and giving me this rocket ship every single race weekend. And I'm just gonna keep on giving you as many wins as I can, as a thank you and as a sorry, just to make up for our past. So thank you, Chip. I would also like to thank my family. It's the first time that they are all here tonight. I'm not gonna look at my mom because she's crying, and my beautiful mom is here for the first time. My beautiful sister. My dad, obviously, I'm here today because they've been the biggest support of my life. They got me started when I was 5 years old, and our dream was just to have fun in go-karts. It was not to be here, because for us, this was more than a dream. This was unachievable, but thanks to all my family support, I'm able to be here tonight. Just to mix up a little bit of things and I'm talking, I want to go back to Connor Daly's thing. At the start of the race, those 35 minutes were really, really long, a very long 35 minutes, and I was this close of peeing. But I didn't. It was actually when I got out of the car and I celebrated and I was with the team screaming and I had the TV, I went to Alexis from INDYCAR and I was like, look, Alexis, I'm super happy, but I cannot speak to the TV. I need a toilet right now because it was that bad. But anyway, I just want to thank all our partners that make us go and make us do what we do on track. Chip, and Mike and everybody in the organization, on the management team, Taylor, they are the magicians. They make our cars go fast. They make our team, they put together this amazing team that I have behind, but we wouldn't be able to do that without DHL and our big partners like PNC, Journey, and all our partners that we have on our cars and our racing team. So thank you to all our partners. Very good. Great. I would like to thank HRC. Guys, we were struggling last year for speed, overall speed in qualifying, but this year was amazing. You guys gave us a chance to go for pole and to win the race here, so we wouldn't be here without you guys and without your efforts, so thank you. Obviously, thank you, Chevy, as well for the competition, as you said. Yeah, it felt good that a Honda has won every single race this season so far. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, INDYCAR. Thank you, everyone, for making this amazing championship and this amazing event. It's truly an honor to be part of INDYCAR, but it's truly amazing just to be part of the Indy 500. It's truly the best race in the world. I just hope that I can be at the level of the previous winners that I had before me, and I hope that I can carry this trophy for until next year as good as they did before me. So thank you, guys. Last and most important, I would like to thank my wife, and I'm gonna look there a little bit. You're my biggest supporter. I wouldn't be here without you. You make me work so hard, and you're the best mother that Lucia could have. So thank you so much for everything you do. And with this, I would just like to end with saying thank you to all the fans. You guys are truly amazing. Thank you for supporting IndyCar, for supporting the biggest spectacle in racing, for making it so special. And I hope that we can see you again next year for the biggest race ever. Thank you, guys.
Well, all right, that's going to do it for the 2025 Indianapolis 500 Victory Celebration. Thanks again to all the drivers, team owners, and crew members for thrilling us for another year.
Yes, and a final shout out to all of the volunteers and the workers who make the race we all know and love the best in the world. He's Alan Bestwick. I'm Lindsay Zarniak. For our entire crew, good night.
Good night.